Not an easy year for many high school students and student athletes, with the pandemic limiting their social lives, in-person schooling, and their favorite sports. Now those same students are witnessing the riots that happened at the U.S. Capitol.
Western Mass News reporter Kayla Burton spoke with local coaches, players, and athletic directors on how they're handling these challenging times.
For many of these high school athletes, sports is an escape from reality, escape from social pressures, and an escape from some of the problems many of these players may be facing personally. But with all that's going on around them, the pandemic, the political outrage, as well as their personal lives, and not being able to play the sport they love, it's not easy. But the coaches, athletic directors, and players I spoke with tell me they're trying to remain positive through it all.
I just honestly shook my head, like, it's sad what this world is becoming. Just sad.
Many devastated by the events that took place on Capitol Hill, where thousands of President Donald Trump supporters breached the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday.
I think we're going to remember this for the rest of our lives, no matter how old someone is right now, as this passes and goes on, or continues and continues to be chaotic.
The COVID-19 pandemic already impacting all high school athletes across the state on many levels, keeping them from competing. But that's not all. Watching the political fury take place on Capitol Hill, Central High School football star Terry Lockett says it's troubling to see, especially as a young man of color.
In my mind, just made me realize, like, this is a white man's world. And it sucks to say that because it's like white people, when they do stuff, it's just a slap on the wrist. People of color, they're an animal. They're thugs, they're this and that.
Athletic director of Minnechaug Regional High School, Michael Roy, tells Western Mass News he is constantly staying in touch with coaches and athletes in his department, sending them positive messages of encouragement.
Been kind of crazy. Like, I think these kids don't know how to figure all this out. They need to realize this is not how normal adults act and behave, and the majority anyway. And I think that's just trying to keep their spirits up and keep them motivated to continue to push through the weird time that we're in.
But both Roy and Central High School head coach Vladimir Brower agree there are positives to take away from it all.
It's very concerning, but at the same time, I think we are growing as a country, and things are happening. And the future is bright.
This has been a great opportunity to spend time more as a family, have our conversation, my wife and I, with our own children. It's been really, really good for that.
And Brower says the good news about sports, it's just sports. Sports
doesn't really have a color. Sports is what America should be. It's just trying to compete to be the best you can be and the best teammate you can be. So there's no color.
Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Kayla Burton.